The Predator is the latest entry in the Predator franchise. It is directed and co-written by Shane Black and stars Boyd Holbrook, Thomas Jane, Trevante Rhodes, Alfie Allen, Sterling K. Brown, Olivia Munn and Jacob Tremblay. Shane Black was in the cast of the first Predator film, which was released in 1987. Now, let me take a moment to quickly talk about that film. Predator is often featured in the list of iconic action films. It came out at the peak of hero worship in the 80s and featured the most recognizable action megastar in the world, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was filled with a host of other macho men playing macho stereotypes. In fact, Shane Black is the nerdiest guy in that bunch. Now, the first and second Predator movies are acknowledged in this film, and it's clear that they exist in the same universe. The story itself is quite straightforward. When the universe's most lethal hunters return to Earth, it's up to a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers to defend the planet. Shane Black is eager to address why anyone would pay to watch yet another foray into the Predator franchise and waste no time to jump into the thick of the action. He grabs your attention from the opening frames and doesn't let go till the very end. The pace moves at a breakneck speed, and even all the necessary exposition has a thick layer of humor slapped on it. This is obvious when we meet the bunch of new age macho men led by Boyd Holbrook as Quinn McKenna. Now, you know Keegan-Michael Key from a lot of sketch comedy, but here he is far from the only comic relief. The film's quirky tonality allows the rest of the cast to express their comedic range, and they all appear to enjoy it immensely. Thomas Jane and Sterling K. Brown have the most fun with it, although Brown proves how versatile he is as an actor yet again. I could do with a lot more of him in this film because he's someone you absolutely love to hate. Olivia Munn as evolutionary biologist Dr. Casey Brackett has little sciencing and a lot more gun-toting to do. Jacob Tremblay continues to build an impressive resume of playing challenging roles as a child actor. This kid is going places. And those who know Alfie Allen might be disappointed with his role here. But overall, the talented cast delivers strong performances. The problems start with Shane Black's tonal approach. The overtly masculine humor comes with a tinge of misogyny that feels exceptionally outdated in 2018. Sure, it can be argued that this ragtag bunch of ex-soldiers are mentally unstable, so it's a far stretch to expect them to be politically correct under the circumstances. But the constant barrage of jokes don't always work, especially when we're supposed to feel a sense of terror for the looming predators and the mayhem they bring. This becomes a problem when most severe consequences occur after all the blistering fight sequences. Make no mistake though, the Predator pulls no punches and lays it all bare when the bullets and limbs go flying in quick succession. The action is what keeps you glued to the story as it unfolds, even though the plot is riddled with holes, often asking more questions than it answers. Now, there are reports of some production issues, and it looks like the reshoots are glaringly obvious, especially as the disjointed climax ends up being a whole different narrative beast. In fact, I'd say that I quite enjoyed the first two acts despite all its flaws, but the third act is where the film misses the mark. Director and co-writer Shane Black seems to be more keen to reclaim the magic of 1987's Predator than tell a secure, self-contained story here. Whether this is enough to ensure the next chapter in the franchise is yet to be seen, depending on if you choose to spend on a ticket for this one. I'm going with 3.5 stars for The Predator. Yes, it has a lot of problems, but at its heart, it's an old-fashioned action movie fueled by testosterone. Rest assured that if you're looking to revisit the grandiosity of 80s action films, this is the closest you'll get to it. Guys, did you watch The Predator? Is it worthy of being in the same universe as the iconic Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I think it certainly tries hard enough, but let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to keep watching. It's entertainment, only on Mirror Now, you first.